This is the half kneeling active abduction activity. What we're gonna do is get in a half kneeling position with this knee directly underneath the back hip and this front knee bent at a 90-degree angle. And we want a foam roller flush in between the wall and the outside of the knee. So it's covering as much surface area as it can of that outside knee so it's nice and stable, it's not gonna move. And we want our knee just ever so slightly outside of our hip, just a little bit, maybe just an inch or two. And we first want to feel the foot contacts we're going to need to create a push into this wall. So we want to feel the inside edge of our heel here and the first metatarsal head, not the actual toes themselves, but this inner ball of the foot right here underneath the big toe. But we're going to do that without losing the outside foot. So we're not collapsing the whole arch in, we're just focusing on those 2 points right there. Okay, now we're gonna start by just slightly tucking our hips. So Charlie will place his hands on his hips and just get his hips, if they were a bowl of water, parallel with the floor. And now what we're going to do is place some gentle pressure into that foam roller, about 3 to 4, max 5 out of 10, focusing on those inner foot arch cues. And he's just gonna gently reach the opposite side hand forward. But he's not gonna do it so much that he collapses down. He's gonna not lose any height in his skeleton. Imagine there's a hand on your back, you're just gently pressing into it. Right there is perfect. Okay, now he's just gonna sit here and breathe in through his nose, out through his mouth, nice and controlled for about 5 breaths. The muscles you should feel when you're going through this, as you place pressure into that wall and foam roller, are the outside hip, right here where that glute med is, and a little bit of your glute max, your big butt muscle. It's gonna be more on the side. If you're doing that, then you're probably doing a really good job with this exercise. Just make sure that your hips stay parallel with the floor. A progression you can do once you've mastered the first one is to give yourself a little bit of elevation here. We have around 6 inches on 2 yoga blocks, but you could stack up books or whatever is solid. And you want it to be equal height on both sides. And then all we're gonna do is the same exact thing, but we're gonna bend over a little bit more. So we're gonna place our palms flat on that object, and now we're bent over, and we're just gonna focus on those same foot contacts, but what's gonna happen is that the shin angle is going to be slightly more forward. So if I move this hand really quick, you can see that that shin angle is a little bit more forward, and everything is the exact same. However, if you feel any discomfort, any pinchiness in your hip whatsoever, any muscle that's kind of the bone around here, then we do not want you to go into this progression. It's too much too soon.